Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss about the form. First, we need to understand what are the forms. A form is used to take the input. Like in your daily life, you fill many forms. Like you are participating somewhere, you need to fill your details and you need to submit it. Online forms, offline forms, any type of form can be. Okay. So here you can check. If you have to fill your details, then you will get some options like this: your name, and here space is given to fill your name. Here you can write your name, then you can set password for that. And different type of forms can be, like if you are applying for job, then different form. If you are applying participating in any game, then different form. Fine, so we need to understand that what this form is used to take the input from the visitor, and it will send this input to the backend. So first we need to understand that why we use html is used to make this form, and this is the front end. There are two ends. One is the front end, one is the back end. Front end is the html and back end is the front end is the html that is used to design the web page, that is used to design the form. And backend, where the details backend where the details can be saved, which are entered in the form. So backend can be any database, and front end, that is that user can interact with the help of front end html. HTML is used to design the web pages. So this form, which is designed with the help of HTML, this is the front end. And how these forms work: a visitor visits a web page that contain a form. Any visitor can open the web page, and on that web page one form is there. Then the visitor fills the details in the form, and after filling all the details, visitor will click on the submit form button. The browser sends the submitted form data to the web server. The complete data, whatever details were filled over here, this will be sent to the database. And a form processor script running on the web server processes the form data and accordingly interact with the database. And after that, a response will be sent back to the browser. So this is the procedure in which forms works. Now we will check that how these form can be designed. And these are the different controls. I'll tell you different controls. Here you can check. This is the radio button. Okay, this is the checkbox. This is the text area, submit button, and this is the text where we can enter the text. Okay, this is the password. We can set its value, password, and you can check it. This is in which a drop down list is open, and from that drop down we can select any value. This is the combo box or select list control. Okay, these are the different controls. What are the control? These are the different control, like radio button, checkbox, text area, submit button. These are the form controls, means which help the form to make it attractive, and which can be used to fill the data and to get the data from the user. And different methods can be used: post method and get method, to submit the form. So now we will design the form. So how we can design? To design the form like this, we need to open any text editor. Here we are working in the notepad. First of all, we need to use the what we need to use here, HTML, then body. If we are not giving any title, then directly we can start from the body tag. And in H1 I written example form 2. Anything you can write. You can write the name of the form, that why you have made, with what purpose you have made this form, you can write here. Then form tag you need to start, and here you need to mention the method, post method or get method. Then p tag I used p tag because of p tag only person's name and this is displayed in this way, and then some space is given. If I'll not use the p tag here, then I need to use the break to display the text in the next line. Otherwise the complete text will be displayed in the same line. This password will be displayed here, then please after password, in this way. That will not be attractive form, a good representation form it will not be. So we need to use the tags wisely. So here I used p tag, and after p tag person's name I written, and then how I'll get the name. So to get the name, single line text input control text box is required to get it, and input tag we use before that. Input type what text means we are giving chance to the user can write inside it. And then name of the text box, that is person's name, and size we have given 40 and maximum length of characters. So if you change this, then this length will be changed. If you decrease or increase the value of the size, then this width will be increased or decreased. Okay, then come to the next. Here I close the p tag, and then again I started. Why I am starting the p tag again and again? To give the space above and below the paragraph. P tag is used to give the space above and below the paragraph. Because of p tag only the space is given. Okay, so every time we need to use the p tag. Then password. What is the use of the password? You can check here. Input type. In type, first we have used text, and in second password. If we use the password, then in password whatever we write, that will be displayed in this form. It will not be displayed like this. First one is the input type text. So text will be displayed, and if you set input type password, then the text will not be displayed to you. Now come to this. Please place me on your mailing list, and it is selected. You can check why it is selected. Third, this. Please place me on your mailing list. We have created one checkbox here, and name of checkbox mailing list value yes, and here we have written checked. If we'll not write this checked, then that right tick will not be. Okay, then come to next. What country do you live in? So we live in any one country. You can check here, any one country. So we can select any one from this drop down. This is the combo box. Okay, so by default India is selected. You need to check code for it. This is the first. This is the first one. First country or first value of the option tag will be selected in the combo box. If you will not mention the selected, otherwise you can write like this, selected or checked. Okay, so inside selected tag only you need to use the option tag. Like this you can give the countries. Then again p tag, and type of computer you have. Here it is told that which computers you have, and here you can check radio button. These are the circular buttons. Circular buttons are the radio buttons. From these any one you can select from the radio button. Like where we can use the radio button, like you want to select the gender, male or female, then you need to give the radio button, not checkbox. So you need to understand the difference between the checkbox and radio button. Radio button, from radio buttons you can select any one. Like if I click here, then Intel 17 i7 is deselected. If you click on any one, any other, then on which you are clicking, that will be selected only. And these are the checkboxes. What is checkbox? To select the multiple values. For multiple value selection, you need to use the check boxes. Okay, then comments, where we can write the comment. If we want to write the single line, then we can take the text box. Otherwise, we need to take the text area. In text area, we can mention the number of rows and column, that how many rows and column. If we take the more rows and columns, then the more area we will cover, and more space we'll get to write the comments. And in last, we have used here submit this form. Either you can enter the details and you can submit, or you can clear the form and start over. Like here I have filled some details. I'll click on the submit, then all the details will be submitted. Where these details will be submitted? By the method which we have mentioned here, that post method. And here we need to write the action, and in action we can write the name of the database where you want to store the values. Fine. Okay, so again you need to check the output. In this output, if you write here a, and some password you are written, and mailing, okay, and now you select that you are from Canada, and Intel i3 you have subject, you are select your subject, find you like maths, physics, and English. Okay, and here you don't want to write anything, it's okay, don't write. Then clear form and start over, so all the details will be cleared. Okay, these are the default. And can you tell me, if you want to select this radio button by default, Intel i5, what changes you will make? First, you check here that why that radio button is selected. Because of this value only, this checked. Okay, so you can place this here. You can place it here. Save it. And now tell me which value will be selected. Intel i5. Okay, reload it. You can check Intel i5. Fine. What will happen if you give this computer type, if you change, you can check here, name value all are same, and here all are different. Why these are? Because in checkbox we need to select the multiple boxes, that's why the name value is different. But here in the radio button we need to select one among all. How many, 4, 5, or any number of options are given, we need to select only one value from the given option. That why we have to take the value of the name in all the radio buttons same. That's why computer type in all. Okay, because of this name value only we can select any one from the given radio buttons. And here ampersand NBSP semicolon is used to give the space. Here in text area you can select rows and columns, we need to define that how many rows and columns we are using here. In last, we need to close the form body and HTML. So friends, in this way you can design your own form, and from your book you can take help, from this video you can take help. You can design the single line text control, that is a text box. If you want to design the text box with password, then you need to give the type value password. You can create the password by password value, and text area you can create, and buttons you can create. How this value will be written on the button? Submit this form, we need to check the button. Okay, check here, input type submit. What is the type? Means it need to be submitted. And type reset means need to reset. Then name request. Okay, value, submit this form. This value, whatever you write in the value, that will be displayed on the button. Clear form and start over, whatever you write in the value, that will be displayed on the, where it will be displayed, it will be displayed on the button. After that you can create the text area and you can create the buttons. What is the difference between the submit and reset button? When submit button is clicked, then forms data is submitted to the backend application. What is the backend? The database where the details will be saved. And when reset button is clicked, then all the form controls are reset to default state. In this form, this is the default state. Intel i5 and English, and this checklist, these are the default. Okay, I can show you, like here I have selected all the subjects in the computer, and here and France. Fine. And if I click on the clear form and start over, you can check the default settings are selected. So in this way you can create your own form. Then buttons, check boxes, you can create any number of check boxes. These are check boxes, these are radio button, and these are combo box or list control or select box. You can say this is password, this is the text area, and this is the text box, single line and multiple line. And to submit the form, get and post, two methods are there. Get method क्या करता है कि get method send the form information to the URL specified through the action attribute, and post method send the form information in the HTTP environment. If you are sending any sensitive information, then you need to use the post method instead of get method. So friends, this was the all about forms. You can design your own forms. It is very important and easy topic. In next video we will start the chapter 6, that is CSS, cascading style sheets. Okay everyone, keep practicing.